Well, hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another episode of An Ecologist Plays, where we talk about nature while playing games. Now, my name is Will, and as you can see we are back in Towers of Aghasba, and Midhaven is progressing oh so nicely. And you know what that means? It means I've actually kind of been very silly, because I did not realize I can already make iron tools. Can you believe that? I've been running around with my stone tools, doing my normal things with my little flint arrows, and all the time I could have actually had iron arrows and amazing bunch of iron tools with me. And so far, yeah, I've kind of missed out on that. So let's remedy that, shall we? I'm just quickly going to make some more metal rods over here. I can make 3 in total. That thankfully is quite quick. If I had more wood, I would have been able to make some more, but we can get wood very easily. Now, next to this smelting forge right over here, there is also an anvil. And yeah, this is where we can make our iron tools and our iron weapons. And I can't believe I missed this until I edited the previous video, and I thought, you know what, why do I not have metal tools yet? Now, I do have, if you look on my inventory here, you will see I just actually got a steel hatchet. And that steel hatchet I got from a visitor that was visiting my farming village, and I just traded him 30 dung for a steel hatchet. I mean, that is a very nice trade. Also do have an iron sword, which is quite nice as well. Now what we do need is a pickaxe and a bow and arrows. That is what we need. So let's get the pickaxe here, the iron pickaxe. That is what we're going to make thus far. We don't have the ability to make steel yet, so I can't make things like the steel sword or anything like that, but we are going to go for the pickaxe right over here. Basically just fiber, iron ore, which as you can see I have been mining a bit, and I have a lot of that, and metal rods over here. So just going to quick craft one. Iron shovel would also be very useful, so let's go for that as well. Of course, the iron bow we're also going to go for in a moment. We just need 2 leather for that. And we should be able to make leather here by the tailor. Hopefully we've got everything we need. I have not checked. Leather, we need 2. We need fiber, hide and resin. Interesting that here the leather is made with resin rather than salt. So what I'm used to is that you take hide and you actually cure it using salt, and then from there it goes through a bit of a tanning process. Usually with tannins, maybe that's where the fiber comes in. Maybe these fibers are rich in tannins, which is a compound that you find in a lot of plants. It basically reduces the likelihood of animals eating it, and some plants have so much tannins that you can actually tan leather in it. You can take hide and you can go through this tanning process, and it hardens it and it prevents microbes from actually working on that hide, breaking it down. That, along with the salt, of course, preserves it. And then you've got leather. So we are going to make 2 of these. There you go. Oh, before I forget, I do also have a recipe here for the bolt cloak tunic. So let's just have a look at that, shall we? So there it is. We again need latex. Oh, and we need exotic plumage. Interesting. Don't have that yet. Of course, feathers and linen cloth we also need for that. But now, of course, that we have the leather, we can also make the iron bow. The leather, I assume, would be twisted around the grip, so you can actually hold the bow without, you touching the iron ore itself, or the iron itself in there. So let's craft 1 bow, and of course we are going to need some better arrows, and I think we are going to craft 50 of those. Alright, so now of course we've got our iron bow equipped, and we have our iron arrows equipped as well. That is marvelous. That means we can go into a bit more dangerous areas, I think, and do some stuff there. But we've got a few things we need to do today. We need to go down there and get the relic by the mystery of the Jubanga, something about the exploitation of the Jubanga by the Shimu. And we also need to go over here to get another relic as well about the death of the Jubanga. And very importantly, we've got to go to our arid ecosystem here with the phoenix candles, and we've got to go feed a whole bunch of animals. If you look there, we need to feed another 9 creatures in that ecosystem and plant another 4 seeds, 4 arid seeds in that ecosystem. So that is where we are going to head right now. Because if we can get this arid ecosystem to tier 3, we can actually go and do the next sacred forest there with Huldra. So that is what we are going to do. So let's have a look here. These guys, the Juvundu, they like roots and berries. We've got some berries for them. The Banarmers love cactus. We've got that. And the Goluok here will eat raw meat and lettuce. Now we don't have lettuce, but we do have raw meat for it. Oh, this is a succulent alley. Interesting. We haven't seen this plant yet. We do need a nice axe for it. And we get cactus and a ripe seed from that. So what we have here are a lot of cactus. We're going to feed a lot of animals that want to eat cactus fruits. We're going to feed them over here and over here as well. Anything that wants to eat... Oh, the fuzzaroos. Oh, they also eat cactus and corn. Okay, nice. Oh, there is a little injured armored rabbit. Oh, so interesting. It says here injured armored rabbit, not yet injured banarmor. So that was a placeholder name, the armored rabbit. So what do you need? Oh, you need LA leaf. You don't have LA leaf, I'm afraid. Here comes another little bun armor to come and eat the cactus. As mentioned previously, probably have a bit of a protection on the inside of the mouth to prevent them being injured by the spines of the cactus. But we do have some berries as well. And I know some of these little critters will eat berries. Oh, we need to feed one more animal. Oh, there we go. I think we have just fed that one animal over there. Yes, indeed. Okay, we need to plant 4 more arid seeds then. And then we can actually try to upgrade this. So let's grab some more arid seeds up here. But the ecosystem can't sustain any more plants. Okay, so we've got to do something about that now. Oh, interesting. This is a new tree, the hunchback tree. This is different from the abao tree. The abao tree here, you can see very swollen stem here. But the hunchback tree has a whole bunch of spines on it. But for me, at least, very reminiscent of trees like the coral tree, which we have in South Africa, which has got spines, not nearly as big as this, but they will have spines all over their stems and their branches as well. And basically just to prevent things from rubbing up against them, from breaking the bark off, trying to protect themselves. It's not, however, going to protect itself against a steel axe swinging at it. Let's see what we get from the Reaper Shroom now that we actually have a proper shovel, an iron shovel to dig it up. Reaper Shroom and Shroom Web, that's what we got there. Alrighty. I do want to see what we get from the abao tree. We get tree bark and wood, apparently. An earth shell. This looks like a type of fungus, actually. Very interesting. This reminds me of either a puffball or an earth star, which is also a type of fungus that you do get. I've never seen one, but yeah, I do know you get some of them. But basically this would then be the fruiting body of that fungus, if it is in fact it. And then basically it would wait for something to bump up against it, and you will have spores all over the place, being released from the fruiting body here as you step on it or kick it or move against it. And then hopefully those spores will find a nice place to settle and actually grow into a new fungus. So we are going to harvest this. Let's see. Oh, we need a pickaxe for this. Interesting. There's an earth shell. We get lichen and flint. So that earth shell there that we harvested was actually a rock with lichen growing on it. Interesting. Ooh, we can. Oh, yes, of course. We can deposit amity here. Let's do that, shall we? Let's get this to grow. The mohawk clam, I think it was called. Let's get that to grow a bit. Alright, it is now in fact a bit bigger. But I do believe we are now able to plant the arid seeds, which we needed to do in order to actually upgrade the tree to the next tier. Again, as I've done previously, I am going to space the arid seeds out a little bit so they don't compete with one another while they're trying to establish. And I do believe this is the last one we needed to plant. Alright, let's see. We've got everything done here. And now, of course, Sprite over here needs some amity and something else. Dung and mushroom caps. Okay, so we can turn most of that in. We do need 5 mushroom caps as well. Now, we've got some bushroom over here. Let's see what happens when we harvest that. We get 2 mushroom caps from that. Another bushroom over here. And I do believe, here we go, I did see a big cap over here. And that was our last mushroom cap right there. And now I do believe we are ready to hand that in. There we go. And that means that now... Shimu Shima. The Phoenix candles can upgrade. Oh, growing so nicely. There we go. Very, very interesting, the Phoenix candles there. Because if we actually look up there, those things we see up there are most likely the flowers and or fruits of this Phoenix candle that we've got growing here. And the reason it is so high is, first of all, so that pollinators can find it easily, most likely as well. But once it has set fruit, maybe it has wind-dispersed seeds, in which case it needs to be as tall as possible to have the wind blow across it and disperse the seeds or spores far and wide. But yeah, here we go. We've got a whole bunch of new arid seeds we can also harvest, but very importantly, we've got an arid grand seed that we can also pick up. And now let's just see, what do we need in order to upgrade it again? Plant seeds from other ecosystems and feed bararu in the ecosystem. Okay, we have not encountered the bararu yet. Oh, we've got the shui bush and coward's cactus. Ooh, coward's cactus. Oh, wow. 3 cactus and 1 arid seed from that. Shui bush, shui fruit, strange seed, and oil. Okay, so that's what we get from that. Love the fact that you get all kinds of new plants and animals coming into the system as you upgrade the tree. I assume the Bararu would actually be another big creature walking around, similar to the leaf snouts we have in the tropical ecosystem. Don't see any of them yet, but I do believe we have now upgraded this arid ecosystem also to tier 3, which means we should be able to go and do the sacred forest on Amani Island. But before we do that, we are heading to the mystery of the Jubanga, and that is to our south. But before we do, let's just quickly pop in here by the sacred forest that we restored previously, here the Anya Rise sacred forest. Let's see what we've got. We've got Icar Pool, we've got forest shrub again. Since this is in an arid ecosystem, you can see it's not nearly as dense as the sacred forest we restored there close to Midhaven. Ooh, interesting little critter here with a weird, looks like a tail. Oh, it's a skitterfly. Okay, no, it's just one trapped in the ground. I thought it's a little tail of something flying around there. But no, it is a skitterfly. Interesting. So that's a new flying creature. But that's what they look like when they're, you know, not stuck in the soil. Oh, there's another. Ooh, here comes a big thing. What are you? Echo wings. You know what? They look like a catfish swimming through the water here. With their little whiskers. The whiskers most likely used to actually pick up vibrations for food, or maybe it is when they're actually flying, they can detect food more easily. Maybe they detect electrical currents, maybe they're feeding on little smaller creatures there, or maybe they actually will use that to smell. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of functions that whiskers like those usually have. And it's usually some kind of sensory organ. Oh, look at the fireflies actually gathering around us. I love that. I love it. I love it. And you know why I love it even more? Last night, just after our live stream, so that's Sunday evening, just after our live stream, we looked out the one window and there were 2 fireflies flying around in our garden. This is the first time we have ever seen fireflies in our garden, and it was such an awesome sight. Now, we have had fireflies in our house once, and that was probably about 4 years ago. To finally find them again in our garden, that was just absolutely amazing. I was so happy about that. Definitely one of the highlights of the week. Now, I do believe the relic we need is somewhere to that side, maybe on that spire over there, but I'm finding it very difficult to climb up there, so I'm trying to climb up to this spire over here, and then I'll just glide on over to that side. Now, the rocks we are actually climbing here appear to be sedimentary in nature, and it's either one of two things. It's either shale that actually got laid down in a deep ocean, with fine clay sediments being laid down in the calmer, deeper waters, and layer upon layer upon layer of that forming these shale bands you see here, or it is actually like sandstone or something along those lines that had been eroded by the wind to form these grooves. So it's not clear whether these are actual different strata or layers, or whether it is weathering by wind that resulted in the formation of those lines we saw in the geology there. Now, I do think I see the relic right over there. So we are on the right track. I think we're just going to go along this side. I don't think we can make it from here, so we've got to go up. But I do love the fact that you've got to kind of think about how you're going to get to that spot that you want to go. I love it when you've got to think about traversal in the game, not just run from point A to point B. There's a bit of thinking involved as well. Okay, now we are just going to glide on over to that spire over there. I think a lot of these spires were caused by wind erosion. Slowly but surely eroding away a lot of the sediments in between these spires, leaving behind these big rocks standing out in the middle of nowhere. And that just speaks to the power of time and wind. And water as well. Water can also move mountains given enough time. But there we go. Finally we have reached it. Oh, so this is the Jubanga hunting machine. You can see it's a massive crossbow, it seems like. So it's a device used to fling enormous spears through the air. Yeah, it was definitely used to hunt the Jubanga. I don't see any of the actual spears. Oh, well, there is actually one in there. Now, previously I had speculated that maybe they were tipped with amber, since we did find amber on the Jubanga skeleton. But no, this is just a typical steel or iron spear over here. That's not a specially tipped one. Okay, so that's one relic down. Now, we need to head much further to the east, to death of the Jubanga. As the sun rises, of course, we are just kind of gliding around. Oh, this is so beautiful. Really a beautiful game. Is this a new animal? Yes, it is. It's a little beachcombing, like a Juvor or so, but what do you call you? A Gora. Oh, it's like the Lugoras more. It's just a smaller version of the Lugora. So Lu would most likely mean big or massive, whereas Gora here means something else. What do you eat? You eat fish meat. You are a piscivorous species and a cactus-eating species. Oh, nice. And one can get exotic plumage from you. Unfortunately, we don't have any cactus. Oh, we do have. We do have. Just going to feed you. Come on. You want to eat that? You're walking after it, or running kind of after it. There we go. Oh, wow. Again, the peacock sounds. Interesting that it was indeed now walking around here. So, maybe it was here previously, we just did not see it. Or maybe because we have now started restoring the ecosystem a bit more. We're even having things like that popping up in different areas. Ooh, this... Yeah, this is a dangerous animal. We were attacked by it previously. It is one of those little critters you can actually dig out of the little tunnels on the beach. I've not scanned it, so I don't know what it is called yet. It is a scuttlecorn. Okay, we finally have a name, ladies and gentlemen. We finally have a name. Alright, we're going to leave you in peace, scuttlecorn. Relative peace, at least. Oh, okay, never mind. What do you eat? You eat akogo fruit, cactus, and kelp. Listen here, I've got fruit for you. Oh, I've got cactus for you. Don't eat that. And leave us alone, please. So this is a typical beachcombing species. Feeding on things that it can find along the beach here. I mean, cactus, and it can find akogo fruit as well. And it can get things like kelp along here as well. I just want to pick up the stuff you gave me, please. Leave me alone. Thank you. Bye. Alright, now we can try to run away with our Shingobi over here. Let's head on over to that relic area. So of course that scuttlecorn there has got the shell on its back. Quite a few spikes on the shell there as well. Of course that is a defense mechanism. It is trying to protect itself against some kind of big predator. I don't know what would be feeding on it on the beach there. I have not seen any predators along there. But maybe something similar to a rough jaw or so would actually go for the scuttlecorn. I can imagine under that lovely hard exterior there's a nice juicy interior that predators would love to get their jaws on. You know what I just realized? We are basically ready to upgrade this tropical ecosystem over here as well. If we've got everything we need to then upgrade it. So we are going to just quickly find out this tropical ecosystem, this colossal tree over here. What do we need in order to upgrade it to the next tier? There is something dangerous around. What is it? It's this swamp jaw. Just going to shoot it with the iron bow. Oh, and there's even a spider as well, a withered razzie. That's not nice of you all. Yay. Sprite, what do we need? Only thing we don't have are the shell or fruit. Lots of amity lost though. But that's alright, we can easily get that by just planting a lot of seeds. Now this also means that the temperate ecosystem there on Amani Island we can technically also upgrade. Because it also needed another tier 3 ecosystem, which the arid zone is now. So we'll go and do that, I think, next time. For now though, we're heading back over to the next relic, which should be somewhere up there. Now we do see another Jubanga skeleton up ahead, so this means this is probably the spot where we need to find out about the death of the Jubanga. We do also have a big tower with some awesome withered soldiers up there. And I do want to actually test out my iron bow against them, with my iron arrows as well. So let's just see if we can find one. May as well try it. I've never actually killed one of these soldiers. Oh, a bottleneck over here as well. Interesting. Oh, we are in an arid ecosystem. This does count as an arid ecosystem. That is very interesting. Okay, but let's see whether we can get some soldiers. At least I just want to pull one. One has just spawned up there. And he has just teleported down. Here comes a snag. Aha, you can damage the snags with the iron arrows. That's nice. Ooh, they are very damaging. Okay, don't get caught by these guys. They are vicious. Takes about 4 arrows to bring them down. Oh, that's me dead. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I knew, as I jumped there, I knew I had jumped the wrong way. Okay, luckily we are very close there to a fast travel point. So we can just fast travel there and just glide down to where we were. Alright, so there's that tower that we died at. There are also a few birds flying around here. Looks like another giant eye. Yep, indeed, it is another giant eye. Hello there, giant eye. You need simple healing elixirs. Okay, so that's what you need. We definitely don't have that yet. Okay, I need to get the loot of that snag. That one snag that I did kill, that was around here, I think. Now, of course, I can't actually find the loot. Anyhow, we did kill one snag. Withered snag, to be precise. And let's see how we fare against one of these soldiers. Oh, wow, okay. The iron bow and iron arrow. Yeah, this is the way. Oh, there's another one. Another one with a shield. Okay, that will probably be a bit more challenging. Okay, you can't hit the shield and you can't hit the head either. Okay, we're going to have to run away from this one. We're going to need some withered bombs, I think. You know what? That's what we're going to use for that. Ooh, it even shoots. Ooh. Okay, never mind. Run away, Will. Run away. Okay, we're going to ignore all these withered people. Because we definitely are not ready to face them. We need more withered bombs, or we need withered bombs. And now, ooh, you know what? Now that we can actually make the iron pickaxes more, we can really go crystal hunting for the withered bombs. Yeah, you know what? Next time we are going to try that. Look, there's another enchanted dung up there as well. Oh, no. No. Why? Okay, you want to die. This is how you die. Okay? I will not be attacked by you, Mr. Colonel. Alright, hello there, enchanted dung. We need dung, sea blight, coral and sea silk in order to get this fertile grove sorted. Okay. Oh, look at that. I think I see a relic. I think I see what we need. Jubanga's bones. Larger than any I've seen. Could these be the bones of a Jubanga? Almost certainly. Almost certainly. Okay, so now that we've collected this relic, that means we can get the museum display sorted. But I do want to quickly check, because with the previous Jubanga skeleton, there was amber on it as well. And I don't see any amber on this skeleton. Oh, look at this, the wings. Interesting that in this case, you can see here the wings, you can see the digits all along here, but also in between, even the membranes have kind of fossilized over here, which I do find very, very interesting. Not sure why that would have been. Maybe because it is a very salty environment and a very dry, salty environment at that. It kind of mummified rather than decompose. Ooh, look, crystal. As we've got the iron pickaxe, may as well harvest that. And wow, we got one crystal from that. Here's another one. Let's just harvest this as well. Again, quartz over here that we are harvesting. Quartz crystal. And another quartz crystal right over here. And another one. Okay, so this Jubanga skeleton has a whole bunch of quartz crystals next to it, whereas the other Jubanga skeleton has a bunch of amber on it. There is another scuttlecorn over there and already attacking us from quite a distance away. We're just going to dodge behind the rock over here. I don't want to unnecessarily, you know, kill it. But if it attacks us and we've got to defend ourselves, well then I will defend myself. But there's no way for me to run. I'm just going to try to get to the shrine up there so I can teleport with the portal that is up there. Because, well, I did see something just before starting to record that I found very, very interesting at Amani Island. Alright, here we are. So let's quickly travel back to Amani Island and just grab some cob over here. I did make 2 of those because if we look here under build, well, we can actually make some animal pens. And we are going to plop them down, I think, right over here. And there we go, there it is. Now we do need 10 more thatch in order to actually build this. But that should be quite easy to get from a lot of these little plants that I have planted. And there we go, that should be enough. Yes indeed, so let's turn everything in and build the animal pens. Now I've got no idea what we'll be able to keep here. But this is going to be interesting, it sounds like chickens though. Right, let's see here, animal pens. Oh, I see we can't actually keep any animals. What we can do though is we can convert simple meat treat, for example, into fur, and simple meat treat into feather, and we can get into eggs, simple fruit treat into eggs, and the simple fruit treat into milk as well. So unfortunately, we can't keep any animals. Oh, I was hoping we would be able to actually keep some animals. Not maybe in future. Maybe in future. I mean, this is still early access, so maybe in future we will be able to. And then we can also get the deli over here. And this converts the offerings from creatures to advanced food products. We need 2 more cob for that and another 1 bark. And then we can make that. Alright, but I think that is where we are going to end today's episode there, everybody. So thank you very much for joining me on our little adventure as we ran around Aghasba. I'll be back again on Friday with another Monster Hunter World episode. If you've got any questions, please do pop it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give it a like. And if you haven't yet, please do subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow. And it's always great to welcome new people to the Ecology Squad. And until next time, everybody, stay safe. I'll see you all soon. Bye.